This is Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. I'm here today in Peter Sims's gym. With me today we have Lucian Reed, Dean Byrne, Craig Spider Richards and Ben Hall as well.
Sims.
That's it, Simsy's team. We'll start first with Lucian. You made your pro debut May 30th, stopped the guy in the 4th round. I think he'd had like over 120 fights. So
127 that was.
127, so experienced fighter. How did you find it making your pro debut, turning over from the amateurs and finally getting out there?
It was good because as an amateur I was quite a fast, slick amateur, and when fighting him he was a very slow, like a pro. He was a very slow pro, and I thought to myself, I think I could have taken him out in the 2nd round, but he was experienced. He knew exactly where to move, what to do, had to hold. And he was naughty with his head, but I thought I broke him down and full fight, took him out. I think I hit him with a body shot in the 3rd round as well.
Well, out at the O2 again, your next fight will be at September 12th at the O2 again. What's it like, going straight in boxing on the big shows and obviously getting a little bit of exposure?
It's nice. It's good when you're walking around and people notice you. Like I'm a West Ham boy, so walking around and Kevin Mitchell was fighting that night and everyone was hammer sign to me. So it was a good feeling, especially as an amateur. I've never had anything like that for 11 years. Turned professional, it's starting to happen. Yeah. I'm fighting again O2 September 12th and then again December 12th. So it's gonna be a good month for me.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 3 O2s in a row.
3 O2s, that'd be nice.
As you've just said, you're training here with the lads at Simsy's gym. As far as the atmosphere goes and having a laugh with the boys, a good place to be, good place to train.
It's lovely. You just heard it like a few minutes ago. It's loud, especially with this one next to me. It's good, but it's a good gym to train with. These guys train hard. Ben Hall's a beast on the bags. So, I mean, I get that all the time. It's only because he's a bit older than me, though.
Yeah. As far as it goes with you, Dean, we last seen you out. Bit difficult to pronounce his name. I think it's like
David Valencia.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't come through successful in that fight, but you've been around the block. You've fought and been Australian champion.
Yeah.
You fought in America. You got that draw with Carson Jones, which a lot of people remember. And a lot of big fights that you've been in. So
yeah, I've had a. It was the year off, I think, that done me. If I had a bit more activity, but I like to just jump in and test myself, and it wasn't the be this time, So, but I'm getting back on the horse now. I have 10 weeks out, and I fight for the Irish title in Dublin against Peter McDonough. So that's going to be a good scrap,
Most definitely. I was speaking to Peter a couple of minutes ago, and he was mentioning that a couple of years ago you were out in training at the Wildcard gym. And you sparred with the likes of Manny Pacquiao and stuff like that, so all good experience for yourself, coming up into the pros and taking that into obviously your fights.
Yeah, I learned a lot out there. It has me where I am today, like, you know what I mean? That experience is taken on, but each fight you learn from like, I haven't been really as active as I'd like to be, but I've been here, this last year, and hopefully this year. I've had 2 fights this year already. I have another one in November. So a busy fighter is a good fighter, and I can only improve the more I fight. And I don't care who I fight. I'll fight anybody. So first things first, Peter McDonough, the Irish title, and then after that, then whoever wants it, I'll be ready. And not only I've learned from the experience from all the older fighters and Pacquiao and all the rest of it, but I'm learning from these young fighters today in this gym, Team Sims, these young up and comings, you know what I mean? They push me on the track, they push me on the hills, and it's a great team we have here.
Yeah, definitely.
And, I'm learning a lot from them, and I'm kind of inspired from them as well, coming up, because they remind me a little bit of myself when I was younger. You know what I mean? But we bounce off each other, so.
Definitely.
So I'm looking forward to the journey and keep going and hard work, dedication.
That's it.
Team Sims.
Obviously, as you just mentioned, you're fighting for the Irish title against McDonough. Obviously you can't look past anyone, but providing that you do come through successful, do you still believe and think that you can get up to that level that you want to be fighting at?
Obviously
in the future?
I'll mix it with look that David Valencia, look, he's no joke. He's like number 7 in the world now. You know what I mean? He was number 9 when I fought him, so I was doing okay. apart from the knockdowns, but he caught me around the side of the ear to call it. But I don't know what's that word around the side of the ear. Yeah.
Sort of loses your balance.
Yeah, my balance was gone. So if it wasn't for that shot, but it's like I've learned a lot from that fight. I became stronger, I even feel stronger in the gym. You know what I mean? And them type of fights you learn from them and you get better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this next fight, and I can just grow on it. I don't care who I fight.
Yeah.
It's all a learning experience. Every fight you just learn something from it and take it on to your next one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one.
Definitely so.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Next in the line, Spider Richards. Same as Lucien, one fight now. I think you stopped the guy with the first minute.
Yeah, 49 seconds.
Yeah, 49 seconds. So, your call, you made your debut?
Yeah.
Are you any idea when you're next going to be out? Or?
Yeah, I'll be out on the 10th of October.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it that another York Hill bill? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, you're fighting that super middleweight. Spoke to Peter again. You know, the guy that you fought was, you know, he's a tough journeyman, doesn't get stopped often, and you know, you went and blitzed him within a minute. So it's obviously good stuff for yourself.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was a good fight. Obviously, I didn't expect to take him out so early, but you can never interpret what's going to happen in a fight. So the opportunity come, it happened, and
of course.
Short night.
Yeah, obviously, you know, people haven't seen very much of you yet with the short stoppage, but I'm sure, you know, in your next fight and in fights to come, you can then show people what you're all about.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what my next fight's more to show everyone, like what I'm about, my skills and etc. How I'll take round by round, etc.
Yeah.
So it's more. My next fight's more to see what I'm about rather than just a quick stoppage.
Definitely. Yeah. And as far as it goes, are you training with the lads? Enjoying training and
I love training, pushing each other all the time, always giving 100% in the gym, getting ready, like iron sharpens iron. So if you're boxing with other great fighters, you're only going to get better, and you just learn and bounce off each other, and that's how it is really.
That's it, most definitely. We'll catch up with you before the 10th of October in your next fight. Ben Hall, 7 fights now, Ben. 1-6, obviously you drew that one against Ryan Toms. You know, you're next out with the same as Craig, 10th of October, is it?
I'm fighting the same show as Craig, yeah. So we're looking for a step up now. You know, obviously, like you said, I had the draw of Ryan Toms, but even before that, in my early fights, I'd be great for 3 rounds. We couldn't work out while I was fading. It'd be really frustrating. In the gym, I could do 8-10 rounds, no problem. And then, and obviously on the nights I kept fading. So me and Peter sat down and went back to the drawing board and asked me what I was eating. Asked me what I was doing outside boxing, this, that and the other, and then, I mean, he comes to the conclusion that I wasn't eating enough food, so Byrne took me to see a strength and conditioning and a nutritionist called Reid. He agreed that I wasn't eating enough food, and then, so this fight, I followed his diet plan, followed his strength and conditioning, and I went 4 rounds, I dropped him 3 times, I felt fresh as anything, you know, just because of the food, and just I'm a much more energetic person. So now we've conquered that. My skill was always there, so now we're looking for like an English title, eliminator, something like that. I want to come and get belts now, you know. I'm more than good enough to win belts now. I think I just need that experience, so I just want to go and take over now. Yeah,
definitely. You know, as you've just said, you know, there was an underlying problem that, you know, you and Peter and everyone else have sorted that issue out now, and you know, in hindsight, it's probably a blessing in disguise that it happened early on, because instead of just patching over it and going over and you know maybe getting beat later in your career, obviously you're still undefeated. So,
I've 22 now.
22.
I used to say I'm only 21, but I'm 22 now, so it's belt collecting time.
That's it. I've just spoken to Peter about a possibility, you know, if it was to come up maybe for some sort of title in the future, a rematch with Ryan Toms.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just to set the record straight, would that be something that you're interested in?
Oh, of course, I'll fight any person my weight. Around. I'm not scared of no one. I'm a real fighter. I'll fight anyone that's stuck in front of me, and I'll go and I can beat anyone in front of me, because I know how good I am. You know, I'm just really believing in myself right now. What I'm doing in here is class. It's really class stuff. My last fight has shown it, but there's still more to come, and I will show it in my next fight.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Well, that's it for us today. Thanks a lot for your time, everyone, and we'll catch up with you all soon. Thank you.